I would guess that most Roman Catholics have probably prayed the rosary or at least know what the rosary is. But do you know what the Jesus Prayer is? I'm going to share all about it in this video. Hi, I'm Michelle, and I have a channel called A Common Life. I share everything about homeschool, motherhood, and everything in between, and I also like to share about our Catholic faith. We are a Byzantine Catholic family, and while we do attend a Byzantine Catholic church, we also attend a Roman Catholic cathedral. We kind of go back and forth between the two. And so in our family, we will pray the rosary, and we will also pray the Jesus Prayer. For me, I love praying the Jesus Prayer because it is very, very simple, and it's one of those prayers that I can go to in a moment when I just need God's help. And so I want to show you today basically how to do that because it is incredibly simple. Now, if you're going to pray your rosary, obviously there is a certain way that you do that. There are steps where you begin at the crucifix and kind of work your way up and then work your way around. Now, with the Jesus Prayer, it can be a lot more simple because basically the only thing that you need to do in order to pray the Jesus Prayer is to say a few simple words. And those words are, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And that's all there is to it. Praying the Jesus Prayer is a practice in the Eastern churches, especially in the Eastern Orthodox Church, but Byzantine Catholics pray it as well. And for me personally, it's just a prayer that I think is really, really easy to do kind of at a moment's notice. You don't even really have to think about it. And one of the things that I like to carry with me is just a little bracelet. This is a rosary bracelet, but you can get one that is just knotted. You can find Orthodox prayer ropes online. They usually come in increments of about 100, or sometimes you can find them in 33 or 30 or 10. It kind of depends on what you're looking for. You can find them in lots of different sizes. You can even find them with 300 knots on them. And the idea is to kind of make prayer just a part of your life. It is just something that you do almost without thinking about it. It becomes a prayer of your heart. And so what people would do, especially monastics, is they would pray the Jesus Prayer all the time. If you've ever been to an Eastern Orthodox monastery, I don't know if you have, but if you have, you'll see that the monks walk around with usually a black knotted prayer rope, and they're constantly just moving through knots, one knot at a time, and they're saying the Jesus Prayer. And basically that prayer just becomes a part of who they are. It's a part of what they do. They are constantly coming to Christ with their prayers, with their petitions, with their heart. And so for me, I know that when I have a moment of stress or anxiety or something difficult is going on in my life, I love to just pray, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And sometimes I will even just pray, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me. Or Lord Jesus Christ, have mercy. You can kind of make it whatever you want it to be at different times. And another thing that I will do is I will pray for another person. When I'm praying for another person, basically all I will do is just change up the words just a little bit. And I will say, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on so-and-so. And then I'll say that again, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on that person. And that is a way, kind of the way you would do with the rosary, where you would kind of dedicate a decade to someone, or maybe even a whole rosary to someone that you're praying for. You can do that with the Jesus Prayer as well. Now, of course, you can take your rosary and pray the Jesus Prayer on it. You can kind of start out your rosary the way that you normally would, because Hail Marys work perfectly with the Jesus Prayer, and obviously the Creed and the Our Father and all of that. But then rather than saying the Hail Mary on a decade, you can say, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner, and kind of do that all the way around. So as far as praying the Jesus Prayer is concerned, you can basically pray it as often or as many times as you would like. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There isn't a certain method that you need to do. It is just very, very simple, and it is something that you can just go to in a moment's notice. Whenever you need to pray the prayer, you just do it. You don't even honestly need the beads or the knotted rope to pray it. You can just pray it in your head, and it just has such a nice calming effect. And I just love adding it to my prayer life. I like to do the Jesus Prayer. I like to also pray with my rosaries, and they are just a wonderful way, especially when you don't have the words to pray. They give you such a wonderful way to bring your petitions to Christ, to bring your anxieties, your worries, your fears, to bring all of those things to Him, and He is there for you. He is there to help you. He is there to support you, and it is a very comforting thing. Even just moving one bead, one rope knot at a time, it's just incredibly comforting, and you just do it until you're done and until you feel like you have prayed as long as you needed to pray in that certain instance. I also love just keeping these in my pocket. I have a knotted rope one that is a little bit different than this one that I like to keep in my pocket all the time, but I let my older son borrow it, so I don't actually have it with me today. But I have just been keeping that in my pocket, and whenever I put my hand into my pocket, it reminds me to pray, and I love that as well. So I'll just kind of pray in my pocket. I don't even have to take it out of my pocket. I can just pray, going through those little knots one at a time, praying the Jesus prayer. I hope this was helpful to you. Like I said, you do not need to go out and buy something special to do this. You can just use your rosary and just pray all along the beads of your rosary. Just pray, Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And I promise you, it will deepen your faith. It will draw you closer to Christ. And like I said, it is a really, really huge comfort. If you'd like to see more from me, my channel is A Common Life. Make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to it. I will have it linked to up above and down below in the description box. And make sure you are following Gracefully Catholic here and on Instagram and Facebook as well. I will have all of those links linked to in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.